Title: The Man in the Mirror. I never believed in the supernatural. Ghosts were tales for children. Demons, just cultural metaphors. That was until the autumn of 2017 when I moved into the flat at 219 Norwood Crescent. I had just taken a job as a junior architect in a small firm in South London. The rent was decent, and the location ideal. The flat itself was old, Victorian style, with creaky floors and large windows that let in a moody gray light. There was a single bedroom, a narrow hallway, a tiny kitchen, and a living room. The bathroom, however, was unusually large for a flat of that kind, and it had a mirror, a tall, antique one, attached to the wall above the sink, framed in dark walnut wood with ornate carvings that curled like ivy. The landlord, Mr. Collins, was a quiet man in his 60s who looked far too thin for his frame. As he handed me the keys, he said, almost too casually, "Don't cover the mirror. It's original to the flat. Been there since 1892. People get weird when it's hidden." Weird? What did that mean? I chalked it up to eccentricity. But looking back, I should have asked more questions. The first night was uneventful, though I couldn't shake a strange heaviness in the air. I blamed the old wood and the musty curtains. The second night, however, I started noticing things. I brushed my teeth around midnight. The hallway behind me was dark. As I leaned over the sink to spit, I saw just for a second a figure in the mirror. He was tall, with sunken eyes, and skin stretched too tightly over his bones. He wore a long coat, dark and glistening, as if wet. His lips curled upward, not into a smile, but into something crueler. I spun around. Nothing. Just the quiet hallway and the dull flicker of the bathroom bulb. I didn't sleep much that night. Over the next week, things got worse. Every time I entered the bathroom, I saw something in the corner of the mirror, a flicker of movement that shouldn't be there, a face that didn't belong to mine. Once, I caught a glimpse of the man directly behind me, his mouth inches from my ear. But when I turned, there was no one. I stopped looking directly into the mirror. One night, I woke up at 3:13 a.m. The flat was cold. My breath came out in visible puffs, which made no sense. It was early autumn, not winter. From the bedroom, I could see the bathroom light was on. I hadn't left it on. The door creaked open slowly, and there he was. The man stood facing the mirror, though I could only see his back. His head twitched slightly, then more violently. His reflection, however, didn't move. It simply stared outward, eyes locked with mine through the mirror. I couldn't breathe. Then, in one smooth motion, the man turned to me, but his face was wrong. His eyes were completely black, voids of ink and shadow. His mouth moved, but no sound came out. Still, I understood what he said. "This is my home. You are the visitor." I stumbled backward, fell, and hit my head against the door frame. Everything